Doing a little late night chat with the people. That was the bar right there. Just trying to see who's on here. Shout out to everybody who had a blessed day. If you didn't have a blessed day, hopefully tomorrow you will have a blessed day. Um, Hope you all had a blessed week. Let's see if anybody comes here. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Hit the notification button. Hit the all of those buttons. Hit them. Share the channel. Appreciate everybody who's been supporting the brand. Of course, I got my T-shirt on 127. We rolling out some more merchandise. Probably next month we're gonna have some more T-shirts, some trucker hats. So make sure y'all support the brand. Also celebrating 5 years of 127. 5-year anniversary. We started back in 2020. So yeah, we definitely celebrating that. So we're gonna be rolling out some more merch. Probably do a pop-up shop probably towards the end of the year and rock out like that. But yeah, man, so we're just gonna do a little late night chat. Chop it up with y'all a little bit. Let me know where y'all from. Let me know what cities y'all from. Let me know what towns y'all from. You know, give y'all a shout out. You know, like I said before, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe. This has been the first week of the Diddy case, the Diddy trial. So it looks like they found all of their jurors so far. So it looks like next week they're probably gonna start like having all the witnesses and things of that nature. Have everybody go to the stand. I'll be sure. He's been doing some interviews lately. I believe he's promoting a book. So in his book, I know he's going to be talking about Kim Porter, his wife, rest in peace. Well, not his wife, his baby mother, rest in peace. I think I'm going to read that book. I'm interested in, you know, his upbringing and all of their upbringings in Mount Vernon, because it looks like they were all brought up in Mount Vernon. And, you know, shout out to A.B. Butler and, you know, Heavy D and all of them. Rest in peace. Siobhan Tucker, what's good? FP, what's good? What's good? What's good, all of my people? Shout out. Much love. Much love. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Much love. And this is late night, too. Wow, y'all tapping in on a late night. Salute to y'all. So, yeah, so Diddy trial is officially starting next week. They got the jurors. I'm looking forward. They have a list of people, man, that's going to be with that. Yo, what up, Playboy? What's goody? What's goody? Harlem's in the building. They got a list of people that's going to be testifying, from freaking Michael B. Jordan to freaking Young Miami, freaking, let me go to the list. 50 Cent. Yo, for me, I'm in the UK, so it's 6. Wow, so shout out to the UK. Shout out to the UK, 6:15 a.m. Well, it has to be a.m. No way in the world it could be p.m. Still 6:15 p.m. in the evening. A.m. All right, that makes sense. So you 5 hours ahead, low key. Well, good morning to you, my brother. Shout out to the UK. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. We chopping it up about the Diddy case. We chopping it up about a couple other things that's trending. List of witnesses. Make sure y'all subscribe. It's 1:15 in the morning for Diddy trial. It's 1:15 a.m. All right, cool. So here's the list of people. Wow. Here's a list of people. Kanye West. That's crazy. Big Kanye West being a witness is crazy. Like, I highly doubt homeboy show up. But you know what? He is gonna show up, because Kanye is gonna make this like bigger than Nino. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna come in there with the outfit or just coming in just on some weird stuff. We all know Kanye. Mike Myers, Michelle Williams. What the hell? So Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child was mentioned on the first day of the trial without context. That's crazy. Lauren London was what they mentioned her name. Of course, Christian and Justin, you know, his sons. Dallas Austin, big record producer who dated Combs' ex-girlfriend and mother of some of his children. Yo, the music industry is big, no Diddy, but it's very small, man. It's very small. A lot of people, they be dating each other's ex-girlfriends, girlfriends, baby mothers, just niggas be doing a lot, bro. Cassie, of course, Cassie Ventura. Wow, that's like a superhero name. Cassandra Ventura. Kid Cudi, of course, allegedly he threatened to blow up Kid Cudi's car back in February 2012. Michael B. Jordan, like I just told y'all. Actor once dated Cassie. Wow, and their relationship was in reference in her lawsuit. Okay, so Michael B. Jordan, Aubrey O'Day, Dawn Richards, former member of Combs' pop group Danity Kane. Her name was mentioned. Okay, for suing him in a civil case for sexual abuse, inhumane working conditions, and has said she witnessed him abuse Cassie. Wow. So we got a long list of people. I saw a list long. I saw names like 50 Cent on there, all kind of people. But it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy seeing that different people coming in, and they're saying that that anybody can go up in there. You probably gotta have some type of media pass or something like that. So I'm gonna even try to get down there myself, you know, to peep it, you know, because I would like to see, you know, how the trial goes and, you know, the settings and everything. I've never even been to, you know, a courtroom, you know, for a trial or something like this. Like this is something that you know, it'll be an experience, you know, not the best experience, but, you know, for someone who's into media, you know what I mean? Like this would be a good experience for me, you know? Also I see Chris Gotti, he did an interview a little sometime this week, I guess. And pretty much it was in reference to Ashanti not giving Irv Gotti the praise that he deserves. I guess when she has interviews, you know, she doesn't give Irv Gotti the props that he deserves. You understand what I'm saying? I guess she tries to stay away from, you know, the Murder Inc. brand to a certain extent. You know, everybody knows that, you know, he was seeing her for a little while or whatever the case is. And, you know, Irv Gotti, rest in peace. You know, he said, the only reason why I bring her up in these interviews is because y'all ask about her. If y'all didn't ask about her, then I would not mention her name. So if you interview me and you ask me about a specific person, then I'm going to talk about them. If I don't talk about them, then you're going to think the interview was boring. You're going to think the interview was whack or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, everybody know, listen, man, without no Irv Gotti will be no Ashanti. Bottom line, the way the music industry was back in the days or whatever, it would not be no Ashanti. You know what I mean? Like, you had to know somebody in the music industry back in the days in order to get a record deal. Like, it's just, it is what it is. You know? Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. I want to see some subscriptions. I want to see the numbers go up. Make sure y'all share the channel. You know what I mean? Jadakiss and Fat Joe just came out with a podcast. Some people are, you know, they digging it. I see a lot of YouTubers, you know, down in it. You know, cats like Hassan Campbell. I think it's Harlem Legends TV. You know what I mean? Well, Harlem Legends, he's not down in it. And, you know, and even Hassan is pretty much, he feels like, you know, that the rappers, you know, by them coming into the podcast game is pushing out all the YouTubers who've been podcasting and YouTubing for the past years. You understand what I'm saying? And I really felt where Harlem Legends was coming from, you know, when he was like, yo, like, These dudes ain't start from the bottom like Mason Cam did. You know what I'm saying? Mason Cam, they invested in their podcast. They didn't start out the gate with a sponsorship. They started from their investment. They invested in it, and then they pretty much, they didn't sell it, but you know what I'm saying? They flipped. They made their money back of whatever they put up plus more. So we from the hood, you respect stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Jadakiss and Joe, they got Boost Mobile, Rock Nation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't much kickback you gonna get. You know what I'm saying? From going into a podcast with corporations, with businesses like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the back end ain't really gonna be popping like that. Like, you an employee pretty much. You pretty much an employee. It's like you signed to a record label, but it's a podcast record label, if that makes sense. And everybody know the music industry, it ain't dead, but it's dead for artists who have not evolved with the time. You know what I'm saying? Like Jadakiss, Fat Joe, like they've always been good artists, but they're not worldwide artists. Meaning like you're not gonna hear their music on Z100, or you're not gonna hear their music on certain channels. They're not mainstream artists. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the difference between a Jadakiss and a Drake. Like, you're not gonna see Drake drop a podcast. You're not gonna see Future drop a podcast. You're not gonna see DaBaby drop a podcast. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? So, the podcast game for rappers and R&B singers is pretty much like the retirement home for the music industry. You understand what I'm saying? Because some people want to hear their stories, and see them interview certain people depending on what type of journalism skills they have. So me personally, like, Fat Joe, like, I know he's been getting flack, you know what I'm saying, for the past couple months due to him making those remarks about the black content creators on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, on the Mav Hoffa show. And I think that was the reason why the Mav Hoffa show pretty much is now defunct. Well, not Mav Hoffa show, but the My Expert Opinion, because of what Joey said. And a lot of people who was watching that show, I think they fell back. A lot of black people fell back from it. You understand what I'm saying? And Mav had a good thing. Mav Hoffa had a great thing over there in Harlem. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just unfortunate how that went down. You know what I'm saying? It's very unfortunate. So now you got Fat Joe. He's with what's his name? With Jadakiss. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hopefully he's able to get some of the black audience back who kind of fell back from him. But it does feel a little forced. Like Harlem Legend said, that situation does feel a little bit forced because they're backed by Rock Nation. They're backed by some volume company or something like that. So it's not organic like the Mason Cam joint. Like, that joint was organic. Like, Mason Cam, they came up together. So that's organic. That's genuine. This is more like, they got a check, and then now they doing a podcast. So, listen, much success to them. I hope they're good at, they find blessings in what they do with it. It's definitely a situation where Lyor Cohen is cutting checks also, because he's a YouTube executive. Lyor Cohen is like head of YouTube Music or something like that, or YouTube like he's a big executive on YouTube. I met Lyor one time back in probably like 2000 or something like that at a DMX listening party. Hey, what's up, 82 one guy? What's going on? Much love and respect to y'all. Hope y'all are having a good night, and a good morning for some of y'all, like my man in UK. Feel like having a little nightcap while I'm up. But I'm good, though. I'm good. I should have a little nightcap. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Got a little something light. Maybe I should drink a little wine or something like that. But I'm good. But yeah, so 12:24 there. Okay, well, where you at? Where are you at, man? You 12:24 where? Now y'all got me want me to take a little nightcap. Cause y'all vibing with me and everything. You know what? I'm gonna drink some wine. What the hell? I'm gonna drink a little wine. I'm gonna drink a little wine. Wisconsin? Okay. Well, shout out to Wisconsin. This is sangria. Grape wine sangria. Call this a little nightcap. A little nightcap. So yeah, shout out to I was about to say shout out to sangria. Shout out to Wisconsin. So yeah, man. Yeah, so we'll see how that podcast rolls out. I watched some of it the other day. I have my mixed feelings about it. So that's that. So we got our good brother, The Game, has officially lost his home in Calabasas, California. This young lady, what's her name? I don't know why this doesn't come up. I want to give y'all her name. Be exact. Let's put The Game. The Game loses home, and it'll come up. So gotta be careful with these women. So yeah, judge orders rapper The Game to sell his Calabasas mansion to pay sexual assault accuser. That's crazy. To Priscilla Rainey. Yeah, he was ordered to pay her more than $7 million, but he didn't show up to court. He didn't show up to court for the trial or whatever, and the court date. And I guess she kept making those charges, and she stuck with it. So now he had to give up his mansion in the Calabasas. So shit is crazy, yo. But it's not bad. Listen, shout out to everybody who's in the room. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. Hit the like button. Show some love. We out here chopping it up. Hope y'all had a blessed week. Game is over. All the games is over. I think Denver won. That dude, Joker, man, he's the truth. I'm sorry. I told my coworker the other day, I was like, this guy's the truth. This guy, he plays defense, he plays offense. Like, this guy's the truth. For real. Tomorrow's a Knick game. 3:30. That game gonna be something else. That game is gonna be I know y'all all gonna watch that game. Tickets is expensive. Like, whew. The Garden gonna make a lot of money. For real. I got Knicks in 4. I just can't see the Knicks losing tomorrow. I really can't see the Knicks losing. Like, with the momentum that they're walking in the building with, like, and it's like they beat Boston. Like, they stripped Boston. I feel like they pickpocketed, stripped Boston. Like, they hurt Boston. Like, both last second plays were defensive plays where this dude took the ball from him, just violated him. Violated him. So, like I told y'all before, Knicks in 4. After game 1, I said Knicks in 4. Go back to the pod. Go back to my video, my lives. I call it like I see it. I just can't see them losing tomorrow in New York. And then them winning, Boston winning, nah. They're gonna end these guys off in New York. It's gonna be a sweep. It's gonna be a sweep. Facts. But listen, shout out to everybody who came on tonight and showed some love. Wisconsin, UK, you know what I mean? A lot going on in the music, well, not in the music industry, but in, what is this? Okay, my G's. Yeah, let's see what else is going on before I tap out. Oh, okay. Looks like Michelle Obama has a podcast. She interviewed Tina Knowles. You know what I'm saying? Tina Knowles. I think Tina Knowles is dropping like she's dropping, I don't know if it's a book or she's dropping something. Kendrick Lamar earns highest grossing concert by a black man in history, breaking the weekend record. Wow. Can't believe everything you hear, guys. Can't believe everything you hear. Cheapest ticket tomorrow is $704. The average did ever certain. No, I never went to the Army. This is not an Army t-shirt. This is a tie-dye. This is a black tie-dye t-shirt. It's actually my clothing line, 127. It's established. There's a logo in the back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm dropping some more merchandise. I just told everybody by the end of the month, the merchandise will be on the website and y'all be able to purchase the merchandise, okay, and support, all right? So the cheapest ticket tomorrow is $704. The average ticket is $989. Courtside seats. Guess how much the courtside seats are tomorrow? Guess how much the courtside seats for the New York Knicks game in Madison Square Garden is? Put it in the comments. What do y'all think it is? What do y'all think? How much do y'all think those tickets are tomorrow for courtside seats? Courtside seats for the Knicks game. 14 years for you? Well, congratulations, man. 14 years in the Army is a blessing. It's a blessing from God. It's a blessing from God. But how much do y'all think courtside seat tickets are for the New York Knicks for the New York Knicks game tomorrow? How much do y'all? I want to see how much y'all. How many of y'all paying attention? New York Knicks ticket prices for game $89. No. For courtside seats, $89. You bugging. Courtside seats. That means you're in front. That means you're on the floor. The cheapest ticket is $704. So how could it be $89? The average ticket is $989. So how much do you think a courtside seat ticket is? All right. A courtside seat ticket is $54,000 tomorrow. That's crazy. I wonder if that's what taxes. Facts. Iman Shumpert wants Tiana Taylor thrown in jail over divorce. What? Oh, my man need to chill. My man Iman need to chill, bro. He need to chill, man. He need to go find yourself, Iman. Go find yourself, bruh. Like, unless this woman is up here trying to, like, threaten, like, put your safety at risk, like, come on, bro. Why you want your mother, your children in jail, B? Like, that's stupid. That's crazy, man. Yeah, $54,000 is crazy, Richard. You'll probably pay it, though. You got it. Iman Shumpert, man, you whack, bro. I'm sorry. Why are you throwing your ex-wife in jail, bro? That's whack. Shout out to Jay-Z. He was somewhere, I don't know. Let me see. Let me show y'all a picture. Jay-Z was somewhere the other day. Jovito. Shout out to Jay. You know, he's doing big business moves, man. You know, they're saying he got denied from a business loan. He just tried to, get or whatever for something for Rock Nation or something like that. But things happen. That's allegedly. It's no fact that he got denied with the loan denied or whatever. What's your biggest regret in life? My biggest regret in life, to be honest with you, I don't have any regrets. I don't have any regrets. Anything that happened in my life, even if I didn't want it to happen, it was a blessing came out of it, if that makes sense. You understand what I'm saying? Like, a blessing came out of it. So, and I don't regret anything. I don't regret anything. I would never pay that. It's just... Nah, you would pay that, Richard. You paying $50,000 for a ticket. Stop fronting. Stop. If you was in New York, you would pay $54,000. You gonna pay that money, man. Nah, no regrets though, man. No, I could say many. I could say, oh, my kid's mother, a job. Like you can't open a door for like that type of that mind frame. That way of thinking. You understand what I'm saying? Because everything that happened to you in life, just because it didn't go your way doesn't mean it has to be something you regret, if that makes sense. Like, you learn from mistakes. You learn from your past. You understand what I'm saying? So like, nah, I don't regret anything. I don't regret anything. You make decisions wholeheartedly. You make decisions, even you just live, deal the cards these are the cards you're dealt. Yeah, okay. And there's always the people who can afford it but will never pay it. That's how y'all stay rich. The rich stay richer. Yeah, man. Yeah. Gotta learn it for real. For real. I don't regret nothing. As much things that happened in my life that I did not want to happen, or I would rather not happen, I don't regret it. I don't regret it. Because it makes you realize how you can learn from one person how somebody else may be. Like, you can learn from somebody, like, yo, this now, it can teach you about how people are in life in general. Like, I put a short the other day. I mean, not the other day. I put a short on my page yesterday about, how all things work, for the greater good. You know what I'm saying? For those who serve the Lord or what have you. So it's like, good things that happen, bad things that happen, that's God orchestrating, your destiny. He's orchestrating your destiny, to your benefit. So you just that's why you got to embrace all your struggles. You got to embrace everything you go through, even if you don't like it, even though, it's like somebody, God forbid, if you're in jail, or God forbid, you lose a job or something like that. Like, take that time to find the next job you find. Let it be the best job you get. Or maybe that time could be, maybe you can take that time to start your own business. You know what I'm saying? Or get on YouTube and do research and talk to the people and build up your channel and stuff like that. Like, use everything as because I think that's why people waste so much time in life. They worry about like the different things that they could have did different, or they could have changed, or they shouldn't have did. They waste too much time doing that instead of embracing it and saying, yo, I'm gonna learn from this shit and like be better. You think Kevin better than D? Kevin better than D. Kevin who? Do I think Kevin who? Kevin Durant? Kevin... Oh, look at my daughter texting me 1:40 in the morning. I texted a picture of me and my daughter a little earlier. This is me and her. Years ago. Mm. Ah, you funny at. Nigga caught me. Nigga caught me. Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, manifest what your life is going. Yeah, man, you gotta manifest what your life is gonna be, man. You gotta Gonna get my daughters tomorrow. Well, to later on today. Yeah, like you gotta manifest what your life is gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta manifest it. You know, you gotta uh, watch what you think. You know, what you think is what you manifest. What you talk is what you manifest, and then it's your actions that come from what what you think and what you speak. You know, so everything is controlled from your actions or your thoughts. You know, so what have you learned? So what have I learned? I've learned to embrace. It's okay. So I've learned to embrace my struggles. I've learned to embrace things that I can't change. I'm still learning. I'm still learning different things. Like I tell you guys, we're forever students of this thing called life. We're forever students of this thing called life. So we don't know everything. And that's what you learn when you make mistakes, that you do not know everything. Like just when you think nothing else is going to happen, that's going to, make you trip and fall. That's when you trip and fall the next time. That's when you trip and fall. That's when that's another hurdle. It's another hurdle. It's always a hurdle. You understand what I'm saying? You get what you put in. Yeah, you definitely get what you put in. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's research, whatever situation you're going through, you do your research. You follow your spirit. I think that's the biggest picture. Like you gotta follow your spirit. You gotta follow your spirit. A lot of times, I try to tell you guys, like, it's not all about just religion. You know what I'm saying? Like you can have all the religion you want, but if your spirit isn't strong, if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't believe in following your spirit, or praying, or just like you're not gonna be where you want to be in life. So you gotta follow your spirit. You gotta follow your spirit. Do your research too. Do your research. Whatever you're going through in life, do your research. Find out about herbs and if it's mental health. Find out about things you can do to get over depression or something like that. Like do your research. This is Mental Health Awareness Month. You understand what I'm saying? So we should all be trying to look for ways to improve our mental health and get right. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, because we dropping jewels. We dropping mental medicine. We dropping mental medicine on my platform. You know what I'm saying? We connecting with each other. We creating brotherhoods. We creating sisterhoods. Shout out to my sister Washonda. I'm gonna have her on the platform next week. I gave her a break past week or two. So I'm gonna have her on the platform again next week, straight on YouTube. I'm not even gonna do stream, y'all. We're going straight to YouTube. So make sure y'all tap in with us. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, y'all, we gotta stay focused, man. Keep your family first. Stay in your kids' lives. That's just important too. Stay in your kids' lives, man. I was going to do a short today about this, about like don't miss out on your blessing trying to make somebody else's life miserable. All right? Because that's not part of God's plan, to make somebody's life miserable. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like you gonna miss out on your blessing, like, oh nah, I'm F that, I'm gonna do this so they don't get this and they don't get that. Like, nah. That little bit of time you invested could have been invested in a blessing, or it's going to be taken from your blessing. Life is a consistent learning journey, yes, and we need to embrace it to the fullest. Yes, 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 and more yeses. Consistent learning journey. So important. So important. I love that. You pin that in the joint. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I try to embrace it all the time too, bro. Like I really try to embrace it all the time. You know, for real, for real. For real, for real. And we not perfect. We not perfect, y'all. You know, we not perfect. So, you create some accountability partners, people that in your circle who can keep you accountable for different things you want to do in life, keep you on track, you know, respectable people. You dig? And things will be just fine, you know? Wow. Definitely looking forward to doing some traveling this year. I definitely want to go to Dominican Republic. Um, I'm definitely gonna get out there. I'm hearing so many good things about it. Um, especially the treatment, the cooking and, you know, massages and stuff like that. I'm big on that, self-care, you know? Um, yeah, so shout out to all my travelers out there. Word up. I want to try to get out there like in October or something like that. Yes, yes. Shout out to everybody on the chat. You know, thank y'all for tuning in and everything like that. You know, we got a big game tomorrow. Knicks is playing. So I want y'all to really, watch that game. Show my New York Knicks some love. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. I'm gonna try to get to that Diddy trial real soon. I want to definitely check it out. And get some of that experience under my belt. All right, so yo, I'm about to jump off this joint. I have to work. I don't have to work tomorrow. I'm going in for overtime, so I probably don't get there till like 9 o'clock. To be honest with y'all, like it is what it is. I'm not even gonna hold you. Get there when I get there. It's overtime, so love is love. But yeah, man, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Appreciate y'all. Y'all know I can be on here all night. Y'all already know what it is. I'm gonna head to bed too. Yeah, man. Let's get to that money. We're gonna get to that money. All right. So I'm gonna go live tomorrow. Maybe I'll have one of my daughters on live with me tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm praying for that moment. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I might have one of them on with me as a co-host or something like that. If not tomorrow, maybe sometime in the future. All right. So peace out, y'all. One love, and y'all be safe out there. And look at some of those shorts if y'all need some encouragement. I got some really good messages on my shorts, in the homepage of my page. All right, peace.